The disturbing world of YNW Melly. Now facing the DP. Y'all think Melly getting free? Y'all think Melly getting free anytime soon? I heard Melly was gonna get a DP at some point, but I heard they like ruled that out, and now I think his trial is in like a couple months. So I don't know if he actually is currently facing the. It's possible. It's a possibility for him to get the DP, but I don't think it's anything set in stone for him to get DP or life yet. We're not getting murder on my mind too, chat. I mean, Mari, it's been like 5 years at this point. We wasn't gonna get that, no way. And by the way, if he went out of jail, if he came out of jail and he released that, bro, he would go right back in. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Hope not. Now his lawyer got him. I don't know if Saul got it like that, bro.
Melly has been in jail for the last 1,438 days.
Jesus
for
Christ.
4 years, the world has been wondering if the rapper is in fact guilty of premeditated murder.
By the way, do y'all know how many times this motherfucker YNW Melly has been like, I'm coming back home soon, y'all. Yo, coming back home soon. Whenever a rapper says coming back home soon, they're not coming back home soon. Soon means in a couple years.
With the victims being his two best friends that he has known since elementary school. As of right now, the death penalty is a potential fate for him.
This mugshot doesn't help. I've seen this mugshot like at least 50 times. It doesn't help.
But just before he got arrested, he released his collaboration with Kanye West that skyrocketed his fame. He had multiple songs generating millions of views and streams, and was on his way to being the next SoundCloud superstar. When the news broke that he was being investigated, people started to scrutinize him. His lyrics were shockingly descriptive. His interviews may have had clues that could tie him to this crime. His life in jail for the past 4 years has been rough, where he's being subject to inhumane treatment and borderline torture from the jail guards. As of today, YNW Melly is not guilty, but since we have not heard his defense yet, it's hard to imagine his innocence.
Do y'all know how hard his lawyer must really be like that? How's he going to get off? Some people think that he's about to get off. How is he about to get off on the murder of 2 people? Like, unless his lawyer is Saul Goodman in the flesh, I don't think he's getting out anytime soon. That's what I think. I don't know how he's about to get off for the murder of 2 people.
Jamel Demons, yes, that's his
last name is Demons, bro. There you go, man.
His real name, was born to mother Jamie Demons King when she was just 14 years old. The teenager and her mother raised the boy at the Orangewood Park Apartments in Gifford, Florida. In kindergarten, Jamel met his first friend, Christopher Thomas, who we now know as YNW Juvie.
So then when I walk in the kindergarten room, I see him, then he just started smiling and dancing, so it just made me happy. Now I want to be here.
Since his mother was so young, they moved around to various projects up and down eastern Florida. He still doesn't know who his father is. Jamie says her son was a great kid, quiet, smiley, loved to sing and dance, but Melly admits he had a dark side to him, one that he discovered when he was just 9 years old.
He had a little couch with a whole bunch of toys and shit under it, and like I seen a toy gun. I was just playing with that bitch, like, pew, pew.
Then Melly,
like, this is just, everything about YNW Melly is just incriminating. Like, bro has incriminated himself more than any other rapper. Even Young Thug. You think prisoners force him to freestyle and sing Murder on My Mind? No, they definitely do.
he discovers his uncle's real gun.
When I rolled, I hit my head under the couch. When I hit my head under the couch, I stayed up for a little bit. I seen some shit shining. It was a 22 revolver, a real gun. I'm a kid though, so I just walk out the house and I shot that bitch. And I couldn't hear out my ear for like a week. But then I was like, damn, this a real gun, you know what I'm saying? If you up that bitch at a nigga and bust his ass, that's his soul in that. Like, it's death in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is up this motherfucker in your ass, just you disappear, bitch.
So, y'all think he ain't do it? Just saying, man.
Real shit, bro. I like how them bitches look, for real. I'm in love with them bitches.
Before Melly was 10 years old, he was infatuated with the power of having a weapon. In 7th grade, he brought a very large knife to school and threatened to unalive himself and another girl. It's pretty clear this young man was very deeply disturbed at a young age. Shifting his focus towards music was productive for him. In 8th grade, he recorded his first song.
Niggas be tripping, but never be body. You keep talking all this shit, and I'm a happy rockin' Prada. You's a punk nigga.
In 2015,
Hold on, he was kind of spin though. Hold on.
Was productive for him. In 8th grade, he recorded his first song.
Niggas be tripping, but never be body. You keep talking all this shit, and
you can tell this joint. This joint was recorded with Spinrilla. It was a Spinrilla type beat. Recorded on what was that old ass app that you could record music on? But yeah, he definitely used a Spinrilla instrumental.
I'm happy rockin' Prada.
I'm up next, I swear.
In 2015, YNW was formed. Jamel went by Melly, Christopher went by Juvie, Anthony Williams went by Sack Chaser. The rap crew started releasing music consistently on SoundCloud in mid-2015 and quickly gained support from their classmates. But at the start of 10th grade, Melly caught his first case for firing a weapon at 3 upperclassmen in a school zone. Demons was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and 1 count of discharging a firearm in public. This got him expelled from school and locked up for 1 year at age 16. It was during this time that Melly decided to take his music career very seriously, so he got to work.
I just thought sometime I'll be home soon. It won't be long, I promise.
I really think bro was talented. I will be okay. I really think bro was talented though. It's just a shame.
I will be okay.
Clearly Melly had a gift. He has a very unique, raspy yet deep cadence and naturally knows how to control his pitch. He spent his days behind bars writing love songs and murder ballads.
Girl.
Love songs and murder ballads.
You know I love it when I'm next to you, riding through the 772.
When he got released around October of 2016, he released his track 772 Love, which gained a lot of local support and some online buzz. He then previewed another track that he wrote behind bars that would end up changing his life.
I ain't get to roll no weed, I ain't get to roll no switches. I was locked up on Christmas, I ain't get to see my niggas. Yo, Melly is I don't know, the gold grills will always be like disgusting to me. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Especially how the Florida people be wearing it when you don't take it out for like decades. I don't know, I'll ever be rocking with the gold grills, but to each their own.
Melly knew this track, Murder on My Mind, was going to be a big one. He eventually recorded the song on a whole new beat with a faster tempo.
Do y'all think if he knew that this... Nah, I'm asking a dumbass question. I was about to say, do y'all think if he knew that this song was about to cause all this? Like, okay, so on one hand, chat, right? You're making a song. You know this song will blow up. The song's going to blow up 1,000% and change your life forever. You get a whole bunch of money, a whole bunch of different status. But, on the other hand... it'll be used against you in court later in life and probably will put you in jail for a long time. Would you still put this song out knowing that you could still, like, you rich and your whole family rich now, but would you still put out the song knowing that it's going to be used against you a couple years later? Me personally, maybe we could just put out the Christian version or the kids bot version. Is there a Christian version? Version to Murder on My Mind? Christian Murder on My Mind. Jesus Christ, bro, there is.
I was late to Bible study, yeah, it was almost finished. And yes, I am a Christian, praise and worship what I get in. And if it was Christmas, the Lord is on my wish list. Can't even go on Instagram, girls posting naked pictures. And sinners, they don't get it, always saying that I'm tripping. When I'm alone in the church hall, I always get in the spirit. And all I read is that Bible. Don't pass me no Satan. I just pray my pain away, cause that's the only thing that's gonna heal it. Don't understand these sinners. They go around pretending. They act like they really say. So I love them all from a distance. The same ones say they at the church be the main ones be sinning. Holy water mixed with that Holy Spirit, cause every time I wake up in the morning, I got sermons on my mind.
Yeah.
Pastors, deacons, ushers for the Lord, they give their time, and I know that the devil hating trying to knock me off my grind. But I can't let him do it. I got sermons on my mind. Yeah, I got sermons on my mind. 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 Demons all around his body. Yeah, he really needed Christ. He been sinning for some years, and his soul is traumatized. I didn't even mean to save him. He just caught me by surprise.
I didn't even mean to save him. He just caught me by surprise.
Pulled out my Bible, opened up and showed him twice.
I opened up my Bible and showed him twice. We need this on Spotify. This is actually unironically better than the original. I'm not gonna hold you, but he should have put out something like that. If he put out something like that, then he would have been valid. I'm not gonna hold you. If he put out something like that, then he would have been valid. Play it through. Hold on. We play a little bit more of it. We can't play the whole thing. He won't copyright strike me.
Body dropped down to the floor. He got teardrops in his eyes. He grabbed me by my hands and said he wants to come alive. Told him it is not too late, my friend, the Lord is saying hi. Got baptized in my arms, holy water on my shirt.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, I got sermons on my mind.
No.
Pastors, deacons, ushers for the Lord, they give their time, and I know that the devil hating trying to knock me off my grind. But I can't let them do it. I got sermons on my mind. Yeah, I got sermons on my mind.
Yes, Pastor.
I got sermons on my mind. 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 I got sermons on my mind.
Hold on, here we go. Oh, he didn't go? He didn't do the end part. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good song. Yeah, he should have put out that. I ain't gonna hold you. Now play the gay version for my people. I don't know if I can play it. Kuso Rare be saying the crazy word on there. I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if I can even play that.
Hey, I'm in the booty hole recording.
Okay, see, that's where we gotta end it, right? We just gotta keep on the video moving at this point. Atheist niggas burning in Fortnite right now? Yeah.
And released it in March of 2017. This is where Melly started taking his social media presence very seriously.
Horrible fit. Why is this like the go-to like Florida like like that shit called me off guard? Why is this like the go-to Florida fit? The Florida gym fit? Oh,
focusing on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Since he was on parole from his previous bid, the judge actually used this song as a violation of his parole because of its detailed lyrics of Melly fantasizing about murdering people, and thus he got locked up again. Now, using song lyrics to incriminate someone is illegal in some states, and a lot of people like to make the argument that it's just art, which is definitely true, but Melly, even outside of his music, has made multiple questionable statements that are too dark to ignore. It was during this second confinement where he really started to generate a following. It's unclear how much time he spent locked up, but he was now 17 years old, and around October of 2017, his team was promoting a #free YNW Melly campaign. His family and friends even produced and filmed an entire music video for his song 772 Love, which now has over 40 million views on YouTube. Upon his release in March of 2018, he was starting to explode. He immediately dropped a music for Melly the Menace and did a number of live performances in Florida.
I swear to God, like, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not about to go back to confirm, but I swear that nigga's pants were about to fall off in GTA. I'm not gonna lie to you.
His fame was leveling up. He released Blue Balenciagas, which would go on to do 70 million views. Released a track
Blue Balenciagas
called Butter Pecan.
Both these songs
and
are
he was
really
traveling
good.
around the country and enjoying his freedom. All the while, Murder on My Mind was generating millions of views, and rap fans around the world were catching on to the YNW Melly wave. In fact, a lot of artists like Young Thug, Lil Durk, T Grizzly wave. In fact, a lot of artists like Young
Chat. This is a prediction. This is a prediction. You see YNW Melly. You see where YNW Melly at. You see where Young Thug is at. So I'm not gonna say nothing, but like It would kind of be crazy if I'm just throwing that out there. J. Cole Wardell? J. Cole getting hit with Rico next? Nah, Cole too. Cole don't even participate in that. J. Cole be on street vibes. He just be walking around doing stuff.
Thug, Lil Durk, T Grizzly, and Uzi were big fans of Melly before most other normal fans caught on. He was a lot of artists' favorite artist. Right after his 18th birthday, he got arrested again for possession of marijuana, possession of weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon, and drug paraphernalia. Cortland Henry, aka YNW Bortland, Melly's longtime friend, was also arrested for possession of a weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon. They both posted bonds and were released the following day. With murder on my mind exploding, it was time for him to record a music video, and it's too graphic for me to even show. But he visually depicts the aftermath of a crime scene where he shot a friend and the friend slowly dies in his arms. These lyrics have been
that is a really crazy music video now that I think about it. Like, that's a sick ass music video.
Psychoanalyzed. And even though he wrote this song many years ago, the song may have shockingly foreshadowed real events. I didn't even mean to shoot him, he just caught me by surprise. I reloaded my pistol, cocked it back, and shot him twice. His body dropped down to the floor and he got teardrops in his eyes. He grabbed me by my hands and said he was afraid to die. I told him, "It's too late, my friend, it's time to say goodbye," and he died inside my arms. In his first interview with No Jumper, his whole demeanor was strange, but he revealed something very interesting.
So what you got tattooed on your face? Tell me about it a little bit.
What? On my face?
Yeah. We got the heart on this side. All right. What's that say above your eyebrow on that side?
Which side?
Oh, either one. What's it?
No, I got Sat Chase right here. That's my brother and my twin.
Okay.
I got Juvie.
Juvie?
Yeah, my brother.
Just a lot of your friends who passed?
Yeah. No, them my niggas right there.
Oh, okay.
My brothers right there.
Chad, just so y'all know, those are the two people that he's the two people that he said talked about with the tattoos. Those are the two people that he's convicted of or alleged to have killed his friends. Now the thing is, do we really think he did it or not? Yeah. That would be. I mean, it's crazy to think that bro would do that to his people that he's known for so long. But like, kind of what evidence is there? I would be highly surprised if he like did not do. He just happened to be right there and all the evidence matched up to him. Like, I'd be highly surprised. But I mean, we'll see how the court case pan out.
That's my brother and my twin.
Okay.
I got Juvie.
Juvie?
Yeah, my brother.
Just a lot of your friends who passed?
Yeah. Nah, them my niggas right there.
Oh, okay.
My brothers right there.
My bad. I wouldn't get none of my friends tattooed on my face until they died.
Yeah.
I'm not a good friend like you are, apparently.
This shit for life.
That's crazy.
So Melly has his two best friends' name tattooed on his face. These types of tattoos are usually to commemorate lost ones, but in this case, they are alive and well for now. As Melly
pre-ordered a tattoo. Bro pre-ordered the tattoo, basically.
Was finishing up his album We All Shine, one of Kanye West's writers, Sci-Hi the Prince, showed him Melly's music. Ye flew him out to LA to work on music, and when he got there, they had a pretty funny first meeting.
I was eating a pickle in his refrigerator. When I turned around, all I heard was, "Who pickle them is?" Then I was like, "Oh shit, that's Kanye, what the fuck?" Then he was like, "Hell yeah, how long the pickles been in there?" I was like, "I don't know." I smashed that bitch. Then he came and he was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna touch those."
So Melly, his manager 100K Track, and Kanye are in the studio for 2 hours listening to music until he asks Melly to play some of his songs. And this is what happened.
Then we play Mixed Personalities, and he goes crazy. He's like, "Bruh, this is me. This is Ye. This is Kanye. This is Yeezy. This is me." And he's like, I'm like, damn. So me and Melly looking at each other like, damn, he fucking it. He like, "Bruh, I want to jump on this. This is me. This is
crazy." Kanye been going crazy, insane this year, and then Melly's still in prison. That's crazy. Song is amazing though. That song is one of Melly's best songs, but it's just crazy to see what's really going on.
Right. He said, "I want to jump on this." But then I told him no. He was like, "Damn, why?" I was like, "Because we about to drop it. We're in the process." He's like, "Bro, whatever I got to do, I get it done, like to be on the record, like because this is really me. Like I'm feeling a connection to it."
Kanye resonated with the Mixed Personalities track, most likely because of his struggles with bipolar disorder, which Melly also admits he has been diagnosed with bipolar.
Melly versus Melvin. See, I feel like he should definitely bring that up in court. He could say that it wasn't Melly. It was Melvin. I think that would be a solid that would be a solid joint that he could use. You know what I'm saying? That would work.
Bipolar disorder. They came together, filmed a music video with Cole Bennett, and it would ultimately get released. This is only the second SoundCloud artist that Ye collaborated with, before Donda. The other one was Lil Pump. So Melly just
I hate that song so much.
Secured a ticket to superstardom with that feature. But just when things were looking great, a very, very dark day was around the corner. On October 26, 2018, YNW Bortland, whose real name is Cortland Henry, shows up to Memorial Miramar Hospital with 2 dead bodies in his car. The victims were both on the right side, front and back seat. They were the bodies of Anthony Williams, aka YNW Sack Chaser, and Christopher Thomas, aka YNW Juvie, Melly's 2 childhood friends. The vehicle had 8 shots on the right side and 1 through the back window. The police asked what happened, and Bortland said they were victims of a drive-by shooting. He said he left the New Era recording studio in Fort Lauderdale, drove west on 595, then south on 75, and exited on Miramar Parkway heading west. He said on Southwest 160th, a vehicle passed by on his right side and started shooting. He ducked down to avoid being shot, and when he sat up, he saw his friends bleeding out, so he drove to the hospital, which was conveniently right around the corner. After this report, the detectives and officers shut down the crime scene.
That means it was GG's like on the scene, because if the hospital is right there, yeah, they was already going by that drive-by like
and walked 12 blocks on foot. Not a single report of gunshots, nor evidence of a shooting was found. Bortland was tested for gunshot residue on his hands but came back negative. The roommate, Dontavius Withers, of Sack Chaser and Juvie,
Dontavius Withers.
Gunshots, nor evidence of a shooting was found. Bortland was tested for gunshot residue on his hands but came back negative. The roommate, Dontavius Withers, of Sack Chaser and Juvie, was questioned by the police since he lived at their last known address. He said there were 2 cars when they left the studio, a gray Jeep, which is where the murder took place in, and a red Mitsubishi, which Withers said that he and Melly were in. He said he went straight home and found out later that his roommates were dead and didn't know where Melly was. But it was later proven that Withers lied about the situation. Before police showed up, he was with Melly at Fredo Bang's house. Withers changed his story and said that Melly was in the Jeep when they left the studio, but then got into the Mitsubishi around Sheridan Ave when Withers Snapchatted him to pick him up. Police obtained security footage from the manager of the recording studio which proved Melly left in the gray Jeep. He got into the back left seat. Remember, victims were in the front right and back right seats. Cell phone records show that Withers went straight home without stopping, so Melly never entered the Mitsubishi. When police investigated the Jeep, they found one .40 caliber shell casing on the floorboards where Melly was sitting. It was inside a white plastic bag. If this was a drive-by, there would not be shell casings inside of the car. This supports evidence that shots occurred from inside of the car. Police were able to obtain T-Mobile cell phone records that track their locations minute by minute. These records...
Yo, this is crazy. This is really crazy to really hear about it and really, like, listen to it. Because, like, we've all, like, heard about, like, the basis of the case, but this is, like, in-depth talking about it. Nigga, who else could it be then? Unless it's the driver. Like, the Bortland, YNW Bortland. Nigga, if there are shots from inside the car, and he said Melly was inside the car, and the 2 of them are is GG's for them, who else could it be, nigga? Not gonna lie, these niggas suck at hiding evidence, but they're Florida niggas, so I'm not surprised.
Show that Melly, Bortland, Sack, and Juvie were all in the car together at the time of the murder. They did confirm that the Jeep exited on Miramar Parkway, but turned north on Southwest 184th and then west on Pines Boulevard at 353, and then turned back east at 406. This is enough time to make it all the way to the outskirts of the city where nothing is around, and back. The cell phone records also show that they were driving around the area west of I-75 before arriving to the hospital at 435. Melly's cell phone was separated from the car at 432, just 3 minutes before the Jeep arrived to the hospital. This is where people are assuming that Melly and Bortland were trying to get their story straight, driving around the city, and then ultimately Melly hopped out before Bortland took them to the hospital. Melly then FaceTimed his girlfriend saying that they were a victim of a drive-by and he needed to be picked up, which confirms that he was at the scene of the crime.
Damn.
So police knew that there were a lot of conflicting statements from witnesses, and even some straight up lies. They needed to conduct this investigation immediately. The next day when the news broke, YNW Melly took to Instagram.
It doesn't help also, it also doesn't help that all the street niggas have the no snitching law. So they just end up lying a lot, and then it ends up looking bad for them because it's like if you get caught up in a lie, then it makes it look like it was you. So even if it wasn't Melly for, you know what I'm saying? Like if we want to say it wasn't Melly, because all the street niggas have the no snitching rule, they just get caught up in lies like easily, and then it looks like it's them. Like regardless, you know what I'm saying? Like thank you for the 17 months. 17 months is crazy. W like Biggie Small, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate you, man. Shit, I would have shot my rib one time to make me look like I was attacked. You surviving a rib shot, nigga?
Have a good night, BBG.
Good night, bro.
And Facebook to grieve publicly, claiming that they took my brothers from me over jealousy. Melly proceeded with his career as usual. He released a documentary on his YouTube channel on December 4th, which featured Sack Chaser and Juvie, and a little bit about how close they were growing up. It also featured a section about how obsessed with guns Melly was. At the end of the documentary, it stated that 4 days after the completion of this film, YNW Melly and his friends were a target of a drive-by shooting. Then the Genius video dropped of Melly explaining the lyrics to his hit song Murder on My Mind, where he describes his love.
Nigga, was that a smart idea? See,
love for guns, and says he isn't a human murderer.
It's a murderer. I murdered a vagina, and I murdered a bee. I am not no human murderer.
But on January...
Okay, see, that just looked like a nigga you can trust. Like I'm not even trying to be on bro dick, but like this just looks like a face of a trustworthy motherfucker. Finna start giving out tier 3, nigga. Tier 3 is expensive, nigga. You don't gotta do all that. Look at his face. Look. Peep mannerisms. Look. Side eye. Like that was just the most convincing. That was just the most convincing face. I'm not gonna hold you.
But on January 3rd, 2019, he was arrested in Florida on weed charges. His sinister smiling mugshot went viral. Just 3 weeks later, while he was still locked up, Mixed Personalities dropped with a Lyrical Lemonade video. This was a huge moment for Melly and Cole Bennett, as Kanye was the first veteran superstar rapper he had worked with at that point. The song went mega viral, and Melly's fame exploded. This was the first time a lot of people have heard of it.
This is so crazy on YouTube where you can't even show the middle finger, so you have to censor out the that is so crazy. This is the point that we've gotten to on YouTube where you have to censor out the middle finger. That is insane. That is crazy. That they were really demonetized bro's video over the middle finger. That is insane. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He was about to become a mainstream artist, but on February 13th, just less than a month later, the investigation concluded, and a warrant for his arrest for the murder of his 2 friends was now official. He immediately turned himself in despite claiming his innocence. 2 weeks later, the evidence against Melly was released. Police discovered that YNW Bortland lied about where the crime actually took place. The police used a canine to investigate the crime scene on Southwest 160th Street, which is where he reported the drive-by happened, but the dog found nothing. Officers then investigated a more rural area that they thought maybe was the crime scene, and the canine found some evidence. The dog discovered 8 .40 caliber shell casings.
Ooh, that don't look good. That don't look good. It don't look good. That niggas got a bullet-smelling dog. I guess they do.
And 2 types of glass that match the front passenger and rear passenger window of the Jeep. So now they know the crime scene is not even close to where it was reported. This prompted them to investigate the vehicle again, and they decided to do a trajectory analysis using rods and strings to determine flight paths of projectiles. And they confirmed that there is no way this could have been a drive-by shooting based on the bullet paths and the wounds suffered by the victims. The police suspect that they parked the vehicle and staged a drive-by shooting before showing up to the hospital. When autopsy reports came back regarding the victims' wounds, the evidence shows the initial lethal shot occurred from inside the vehicle and was initiated from the left rear passenger side, the same position occupied by Demons, which is Melly. An intermediate wound by definition would indicate a distance of 3 inches to 3 feet between the victim and the weapon. However, due to a 3-centimeter stippling pattern, the weapon was in a close proximity to Thomas's head.
You know what I'm saying? If Melly really did do this to his 2 friends, Y'all know, I'm not gonna hold you. My faith in humanity will go down a little bit more, bro. That's crazy, because didn't they say they've been friends for a long time? If y'all can't trust your own friends, it's like, well, to be fair, though, most of us aren't fucking hood niggas who tote guns and have gotten arrested at the age of 17. So I doubt most of, like, our friends would do this to us, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you gotta watch the people you're surrounding yourself with and not be all on that toting gun shit. But, like, that's a crazy thing to electric chair. Yeah, that's a crazy thing to really think about. They were friends since kindergarten. This is crazy for real. That's a really crazy thing to think about, that you could know somebody for that long. Hypothetically, it's allegedly, we don't know. But, like, you could know somebody for that long and they would still do that to you. Like, and by the way, if Melly did that, if he did do it, that's a dumbass move. The nigga's at the peak of his career, and he did that. If he did do that, that was like that would have to be top 5 sped moment of all time if he did do it. But I don't know, some just don't make sense here, nigga. Like, I'm trying to figure out if he did do it, which it seems like it seems very, very, very likely based on evidence, but we don't know. Trial's still going. It's like, why? It's like, why though, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Bro's dodging that defamation charge. Yeah, I don't want to get sued because he already got Saul Goodman on the case. Like I say, allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
This would be a straight-up execution-style shot. The gunshot wounds to the back of Thomas also indicates these wounds were inflicted after he was shot in the head, as the projectiles entered Thomas's back when he was leaning to the left. Evidence from the autopsy revealed that both victims' wound paths to their heads were from a left to right direction. This direction contradicts the statements made by Henry and does not support the statements of a drive-by shooting that occurred on the right side of the vehicle. Basically, they think Melly shot both of his friends point blank. Then they drove around trying to come up with a story, then staged a drive-by to make it look more convincing. And obviously the police have garnered a lot of evidence to support that. Because of Melly's music about guns, murder, and admitting to having another personality, Melvin, who is reckless, unpredictable, and willing to kill.
That's what I'm saying, Melvin did it.
He hasn't exactly made himself seem like the most innocent man in the world. Most of his fans claim that this is just art. It's too common for rappers to make songs that glorify violence, gang activity, and all kinds of heinous crimes. This is all just for entertainment, and Melly is actually a good person. And when it comes to the music, it's hard to accuse someone of crimes based on that, but I think we can all agree some of his interviews and candid remarks about his alter ego Melvin make him look very suspicious. Plus, surely someone wouldn't kill their best friends, right? Well, there's...
Thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Melly lawyer getting out goated. Melly lawyer goated, he getting out 100%. See, Chad, didn't they, remember that time where they said he had 67 pages of evidence against him and then the lawyer, like, overturned it or something? Like, you would think that, but it's just like, he's facing DP right now, so I wonder if Melly will actually get out. You know what I'm saying? If his lawyers really Saul Goodman, then we might see that, but I don't know, to be honest. That insanity plea not going to let him cook in the kitchen. Average Floridian, to be honest.
Look very suspicious. Some of his interviews and candid remarks about his alter ego Melvin make him look very suspicious. Plus, surely someone wouldn't kill their best friends, right? Well, there's absolutely nothing that indicates Melly had any beef or bad blood with Juvie, who he has known since kindergarten. However, with Sack Chaser, there is some suspicion. A video surfaced on the internet of Melly's mother saying this.
Don't ever try to come for me, because I don't even play them type of games. Like, what the fuck you got that I ain't got? Oh, you threaten me with your little gun? Bitch, I got big guns.
See, Melly mother, nigga, you are a grown ass woman, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That doesn't make it look good, though. That doesn't make it look good. Oh, y'all can't be, how did this get leaked? Like, this is on the internet? Like, how did this get on the internet? That doesn't make it look good.
I ain't got, oh, you threaten me with your little gun? Bitch, I got big guns.
So she said Sack Chaser threatened her with a gun and also said that she has bigger guns. She was also in one of Melly's videos holding a Draco.
Yo, this That is crazy.
So we can indicate from these that she might be into a more dangerous lifestyle than most mothers.
I thought
or
his
maybe
mother's a
she
nurse.
was just being emotional on camera.
I swear, I feel like somewhere I seen that his mother was a nurse or something. So she's saving lives and taking them at the same time. Well, obviously she had nothing to do with this case, but she was with that Draco.
Either way, she may have just gave the judge a reason to believe that there was a beef between Melly's mom and Sack Chaser, and that Melly would most likely defend his mother. Other than that, there isn't any strong intent for him to kill his friends, which is very important because they're trying to accuse him of premeditated murder. There are tons of rumors with very little or no evidence at all. Rumors that Sack Chaser was supposed to get $200,000 when Melly signed and he didn't want to pay him. Rumors that Sack Chaser got into a fight with Melly one time and knocked him out. Even rumors that Melly and Sack Chaser were in an intimate relationship.
Nigga, this photo looks... Wait, what? Okay, okay. All right, first of all, this photo looks edited as fuck. Like this don't even look like a real photo. I'm not gonna hold you. This looks like one of them tiny little Uzi edits they be making. And why was that a rumor that they had an intimate relationship? Why was that a rumor, bro? Why was that a rumor?
Time when little or no evidence at all. Rumors that Sack Chaser was supposed to get $200,000 when Melly signed and he didn't want to pay him. Rumors that Sack Chaser got into a fight with Melly one time and knocked him out. Even rumors that Melly and Sack Chaser were in an intimate relationship and there was jealousy. There's an alleged video of Melly admitting to the murder, but it was just him singing Kevin Gates lyrics. There's a message he sent to a random Instagram account the night of the murder that says, "I did that," but with no context provided. But again, all rumors and very low evidence. It seems like the prosecutors have an extremely weak case. There is no confirmed murder weapon, and there is no intent. So to charge someone for first-degree premeditated murder and seeking the death penalty, they need a very strong case. Also, keep in mind we have no idea what Melly's defense is going to be. 4 years later, and we still have only heard one side of the story. And since Melly has been locked up, his life has been rough. He pled not guilty in March of 2019. The next month, they announced that they were seeking the death penalty. He announced in June that he would be home soon, and was seen in court smiling.
He wasn't. He didn't come home soon.
Melly vs. Melvin was his third studio album released while he was locked up, which eventually goes gold.
By the way, Melly vs. Melvin was an amazing album. That was one of that was probably one of Melly's best albums. I love that album.
And it spent 31 weeks on the Billboard 200 albums chart. Then in March of 2020, he's seen smiling in court again. In April, he tested positive for COVID-19. He'll be filing a motion for restricted release in hopes of better care due to any jails not being prepared to treat this new virus. He hopes for your support and to recover soon. Pray for Melly, send positive energy to him please. Despite his health, he was allegedly involved in several fights with inmates, guards, alongside inmates, etc., causing him to lose his privileges and send him to solitary confinement.
YNW Melly has spent 70 days in solitary misbehavior, including He spent 70 days in solitary for misbehavior, including overflowing the toilet. How the fuck he supposed to, like, why is that a thing that he got put in solitary for because he overflowed the toilet? Yo, that's terrible. Solitary? I don't think people realize how bad solitary confinement is. Damn. That's just like, that's crazy. 70 days in solitary confinement, bro. Damn, he poops too much? Bro, come on, man. Come on. Them jail toilets are running on a fucking battery. One AAA battery. I'm not gonna hold you. Damn, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
For etc., causing him to lose his privileges and send him to solitary confinement for 70 days. Then YNW Bortland was granted house arrest, which is extremely uncommon for someone to get released facing the severity of.
So Bortland, which is the guy who was driving. So where's all this snitching allegations with him now? Am I saying I don't know anything, but where are all these snitching allegations with him now? I ain't never. Well, I don't be knowing nothing about this case, but where's he got house arrest?
of these charges. His team released another project in 2021, Just a Matter of Slime, which had an insane list of features, trying to hold on to the audience that is still there to support him. His physical condition got worse when it was reported that he had an abscess in his lower jaw, which is a bad chronic infection because of his diamond implants. He was denied dentist visits, a regular toothbrush, or floss because they can be used as weapons. People suspected that
I won't wish jail on nobody, bro. That sounds horrible. I'm not gonna lie, that dead ass sounds horrible. Could y'all imagine? Don't they do what's that joint when they take people out of jail at the end of the presidential term? I forgot what that shit is called. But imagine at the end of Biden's term, he like, I'm a free Young Thug, I'm a free YNW Melly. That would never ever that would never happen. No, that would be insane. That would never happen. But imagine YNW Melly's free, Young Thug free. Like that couldn't happen, but that would be crazy.
That the jail are trying to torture and break him down while he awaits this trial. In March of 2022, he filed for a speedy trial and was granted it. We thought we were going to get the answers, then it was pushed back a month, then another, and ultimately postponed indefinitely in May of 2022 after his own defense decided to rescind their speedy trial notion. There was another report that an inmate snitched on him and said he had shanks and pipe bombs in his cell, and he was
Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Jesus Christ, bro. No, not Shanks from One Piece, nigga. A pipe bomb is what I'm really looking at, nigga. What the hell? Oh. They said a inmate snitched, but we don't know if that actually happened, bro. I don't believe that pipe bomb shit. I'm not gonna lose you. I do not believe that. I do not believe that. Florida Jits ain't cooking up that well to just like manufacture pipe bombs out of spare jail materials. He's not cooking up like that. Like that. That's just false. That's flat out false. I'm not gonna cap to you.
After his own defense decided to rescind their speedy trial notion. There was another report that an inmate snitched on him and said he had shanks and pipe bombs in his cell, and he was trying to escape. But when they investigated, there was nothing. However, they did find weapons in someone else's cell close to him, so they were trying to pin it on Melly. At the end of 2022, he had made multiple long posts on his Instagram begging for help.
I can't read all that, but yeah.
Citing specific officers that are abusing their powers, mistreating him, revoking his phone access, only letting him out of his cell for 1 hour a day, watching his every move, threatening to beat him up, and making sure his family never hears from him, cutting off all his communication with others, and straight up torturing him. These Instagram posts let us know the type of inhumane treatment that YNW Melly is facing right now. Now, reminder, he has not been found guilty of anything, so this treatment is definitely excessive.
Yeah, it is. That is excessive. That's why I say I don't wish jail on nobody, because that is crazy ass treatment.
We still do not have a trial date. 4 years, Melly has been behind bars, waiting to know his fate. The prosecutors have 600 pages of DNA, ballistic evidence, witnesses lying, Melly's own suspicious statements on social media, but they don't have a murder weapon. They don't have intent, and apparently they don't have anyone willing to testify against him. If Melly did this,
damn, he don't got nobody testifying against. Well, I won't want to testify against this nigga either. Hey, with that in mind, nigga, he might actually. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually got out. Well, I would be surprised, but that actually sounds like he could get out, depending if his lawyers really likes that.
It would be considered one of the most heinous crimes in rap history, but we don't know what his defense will be. So as of right now...
So it depends on his defense. So basically, if his lawyer shit, he's done. Essentially. If his lawyer shit, he's done. But 600 pages? Yeah, he getting out. Oh, shit. Good video from Pat CC. You know what I'm saying? So with that in mind, chat, after hearing that, with this information in mind, this is all alleged, but do y'all think he did it? Yes or no? What do y'all think, chat? I'm curious. Do y'all think Melly did it? Y'all think Melly did it? Yes. Yes, 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 maybe. No. Yes. No. 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 Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hell yeah. He was falsely accused? Okay. For those of y'all who think he didn't do it, though, if it wasn't him, who could it be, though? Who could it be? Because they're not. Could it really be some random drive-by? Y'all think the drive-by story, like it's just some random drive-by motherfucker? Casper. It was the driver, the YNW, Borland, his friend. Say you want someone. Say you want someone. Say you want someone. Say you. It was me over a Mac. I think I got mixed personalities. This bitch was up my whole mentality. It was a BBG signed hit in Minecraft. One day she's happy, then she mad at me. Next. Say you want someone, I love you. Who the fuck said TikTok? Oh my god, bro, I hate. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I actually do hope TikTok gets banned. I ain't gonna hold you, nigga. So I don't have to see shit like that no more, bro. Who the fuck said TikTok song, bro? Nice song with a deaf community. Who the fuck said TikTok song, bro? Maybe he was really gay and didn't release it. What the fuck? Oh shit.